Okay, you ready for the VAR? This is the VAR.
Go for it.
The first with the shoes.
Welcome to another episode of Growing Up Jewish in Portland. Here, I'm Boruch Diskind from the Portland Kollel. You're right. Hello, welcome again to another episode of Growing Up Jewish in Montreal. My name is Boruch Diskind. I reside in Portland. I'm a member of the Portland Kollel. Great place, great bosses. Rabbi Fisher, Rabbi Spivak. Good shout out to my wife. She lets me leave the house at 7 o'clock at night, Sunday nights. Shout out to Yonah's family for dealing with this at 11 o'clock at night. Yonah, you got a good family over there.
11:23.
Sorry, 11:23. So this is going to be very short tonight, but it is 11:23 at his side of the world. No school tomorrow.
We're in the middle of a snowstorm.
No. Oh, which brings me to, I want to tell you, so last week you mentioned that there would be, you get snow, we have no snow. The next day, we spoke Monday. On Tuesday, this is what we got. We got snow. Portland did get snow. We survived 4 hours worth of snow. It was gone by that night. Probably Mount Hood got some nice skiing snow. Anyway, Yonah, how was your week?
So let me show you something.
Yeah, let's hear.
If you look at the weather forecast for where I am.
Where are you currently?
Clifton.
Passaic. Got it. You don't live in Passaic. No, it's not gonna. You're not gonna see so good. Hold on, give me a second. I'll make it full.
18 to 24 inches.
18 to 24 inches. 2 feet of snow.
Yeah, we're expecting 2 feet.
I'm happy to be in Portland. You got your snow tires?
I don't.
You don't, of course not. You have chains? You're even allowed to have chains?
Oh, no. We're in America.
In Portland, we have chains. You have to. We have chains. If you need
in Portland?
Yeah, I have chains in Portland. When you go up to Mount Hood or any place over a high mountain pass where there's snow all year, you have to have chains. You got to chain up. There's chain up. Like on the side of the road, there's large, off the highway, like right on the side of the road, there's these large areas called chain up areas where trucks could chain up in cars. You need chains. How
do you chain up? Is it easy?
I never trained up. We once went to the snow, so I was preparing myself. So I did it in the house and I put it over. It doesn't look hard, but I never actually got down and dirty in the freezing cold, wet snow, trying to get on chains. Some are easier than others.
What happens when you chain up? I don't understand.
The point is, that's what I understand. If anyone out there, you could correct me, throw it in the comments. So I think snow tires is a thicker tread, so it digs into the snow, softer and thicker. So the tread itself is thicker, so it digs into the snow. If you have a thinner tread, it's not gripping anything. So the chains dig in to the snow, so it gives it that grip onto the road. That's what I believe. In Montreal, it's illegal, right? You're not allowed to have chains.
Yeah. How come in Portland they allow it?
Because you don't have a choice. If it's snowing out there, they don't do snow. They rarely plow. You don't have a choice. Like, you got to get places. So
where you drive? What mountains? You're talking about mountains?
So there are a lot of mountains nearby. The big one is Mount Hood, and then there's mountain passes. You go down to Bend, which is 3 hours south. You got to go through the snow at times. Really, you see people change out here. But if there's a big snowstorm, there's an inch or two on the ground, you'll see, the trucks, the buses will have chains, police cars will have chains. There's another type of tire they have. It's called traction tires, I think. It looks like they have studs in the tire.
Yeah, my father has them in Montreal.
They make a lot of noise when they drive. Really? They're legal in Montreal?
Yeah, of course. Studded tires.
I never saw studded tires in Montreal.
Yeah, my father had. I remember one time I was driving my father's van and I was surprised at how much grip his car had.
More than snow tires. Interesting.
It's unbelievable. It's like really it's unbelievable.
Yeah,
it's something. It's really It's unbelievable. Yeah, it's really unbelievable. Look over here. Share my screen over here. This would be studded tires. These kind of things.
Yeah. Is it a new thing? Because I never heard it till I came here. Never heard about it.
No, in Montreal, I believe it's allowed. It's allowed. It's very good. It's very helpful. Oh, anyhow.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me share with you tonight a little Dvar Torah. You were talking about going up the mountains, going up the snowy mountains, going up and across, up and over. It actually reminds me. I used to go with my wife. We would go to Vermont, and we would like to go Sukkot time. We go to Vermont, and check out the foliage, the beautiful foliage, and go apple picking, and was unbelievable is that I remember we were driving and there's an area in Vermont called Smuggler's Notch. The two biggest mountains I think in Vermont are I forgot the names of the two mountains. Mount
Isn't like J Peak one of the big ones? The snow.
JPK is one of the big ones. The Smuggler's Notch. Smuggler's Notch, it's actually gonna bug it. It's gonna bug me. Smuggler's Notch basically was an area where they had when prohibition existed, they would smuggle up this mountain and back down this mountain, and they would smuggle alcohol, which was prohibited. So Smuggler's Notch is really the top of two mountains. It's
Mount Mansfield, maybe?
yeah, Mount Mansfield, and the other one, yeah, Mount Mansfield, and
Yeah, I'm looking
Mount,
it up over here. Um, I see Mount Mansfield.
here on Wikipedia it says Mount Mansfield. The notch separates Mount Mansfield, the highest peak of the Green Mountains, from Spruce Peak and the Sterling Range. Most of the notch is in Mount Mansfield State Forest. If you ever go to Mount Mansfield, you ever go to that area, it's a very, very beautiful area, especially in the fall with the foliage. But there's a mountain. The mountain that goes up Smuggler's Notch and back down. In the winter, the road is closed, and there's a big sign, and there's like a big gate, and it says, whatever. Like there's like a sign that says if it's like too dangerous, I think like in October or November, when the snow begins, they close the gate, and you have to go down the mountain and all the way around and back up. Literally, instead of going up and down, it's like a 10-minute drive. You got to go back down and around. It's like an extra hour of driving, but because it gets very, very snowy in the winter. It's very dangerous to drive, so it's interesting. You're talking about the mountains in Oregon where you sometimes you have that. You have to put the chains. You have to really get the right grip. But talking about the mountains and going up and over, it's interesting because in this week's Parshat it talks about Atem reitem asher asiti limitzrayim v'asa etchem al kanfei nesharim va'avi etchem elai, which means God was talking to the Jewish people. And no, he didn't talk about a mountain. He talked about how he took the Jews out of Egypt and he carried us on eagle's wings. He tells the Jewish people, look what I've done to Egypt, and I've carried you on eagle's wings, and I brought you to me, which is unbelievable because Hashem, first of all, obviously has the power to carry an entire nation on his wings. Even though it wasn't quite literally what Hashem was saying over here, we'll explain it in a minute, but the point is that all the challenges of going up mountains and down mountains and traveling through the snow and, whatever challenges, whatever dangers may be present, for Hashem, that's not really, there's no challenge. Hashem is above and beyond everything. Hashem could, the sky's the limit. So when Hashem said that he took the Jews on the wings, kanfei nesharim, on the wings of eagles, what does that mean? So he says, look at the Egyptians. The Egyptians sinned. The Egyptians worshipped idols. The Egyptians, they spilled innocent blood. They did a lot of things. They did a lot of terrible things. And eventually Hashem took the Jews out. and Hashem took the Jews out only because Pharaoh decided he was going to let them go. But right when he let them go, he right away regretted letting them go. And he was really guilty, like all the other Egyptians were guilty. They were guilty of murdering Jewish children. They were guilty of making the Jewish slaves. They're guilty of doing so many different things, of idol worship, of everything. There was a terrible nation at the time, and they all deserved to be punished. So God said, God said, I'm going to take the Jews out, and I'm going to put you guys on the wings of eagles. What does it mean on eagles' wings? Hashem says when the Jews were ready to leave, they were scattered around a large area in Egypt called Goshen. Goshen was the area of Egypt, of Mitzrayim, that was given to Yosef HaTzadik. When Yosef HaTzadik came to Egypt, he was given the land of Goshen. That's the land he was given. That's the area he was given. And that was the area where all the Jews lived. So Hashem came in a short amount of time, in less than an hour, it's brought down. Hashem gathered all the Jews, meaning that doesn't mean like an eagle. Hashem, like an eagle, comes and just swoops down and grabs. So all the Jews were able to be, swooped and grabbed and gathered in a short amount of time. And then when Hashem carried them on the clouds, like we spoke about last week, the clouds of glory. During the day it was the clouds, and the night was the fire. But it was clouds. It was lit up clouds at night or non lit up clouds during the day. But it was clouds and it led the way. So that was like an eagle. How is that like an eagle? Because we know that an eagle, when an eagle flies, what happens is regular birds, when they fly and they carry their fledglings, the babies, the children, sometimes the children are not ready to fly yet, so the mothers, they carry the children so they could get attacked. They could get attacked from above, or they could get attacked from below. We know the eagle flies the highest of all birds, and the eagle can only be attacked from below, meaning it can only be attacked from human beings, from spears, from gunshots, from snipers, from whatever it is, whatever artillery is coming down from the ground. The eagle, what it does is it puts its baby on top, and meaning that if God forbid someone's going to shoot the eagle, it's going to hit the mother. It's not going to hit the baby, which is on top, and it's not afraid of any birds coming because the eagle flies highest, so there's nobody on top. So Hashem did exactly that. Hashem gave us the clouds, or the clouds was like the eagle. Hashem said either they're going to shoot you, they're going to shoot arrows, they're going to whatever, they're going to attack. Let them hit the eagle. Let them hit Hashem. And we were like on the wings of eagles. We were like above. We were hiding behind the clouds as we were traveling through, and Hashem was like the eagle. Hashem was basically taking in, absorbing all the arrows of the Egyptians, and they were fighting after us, and they were running after us and trying to kill us and trying to catch up to us. And Hashem said, okay, I'm going to absorb everything. So Hashem took us out like an eagle, like really like an eagle is the most pristine of birds, the strongest of birds, the most mighty of birds, and it sets the example. It flies on top, and it shows its power. That's what Hashem did when Hashem took us out, and Hashem carried us through the desert in His clouds, and that's what it means. Hashem said that what? Hashem, the eagle is the king of birds, right? And we know that Hashem carrying us on eagle's wings, it means Hashem raised us up higher than all the other nations, besides for protecting us, but it's also symbolic that Hashem raised us up higher than all the other nations. We were on the way out of Egypt, on the way to becoming crowned as a Jewish people. And at the end, again, the eagle comes in to the picture when eventually Hashem split the sea. Eventually, what happened was, just like the eagle, we said, the eagle absorbs all the attack, and its fledglings on top do not. So Hashem made sure to make it that the Egyptians would be attacked with the water in the ocean, and just on the other side, the Jews were able to walk on the dry land, literally like the eagle, one side to the other. The baby's on top and the eagle at the bottom. So too, we were on one side and the Egyptians were on the other side, very close by. Yet nevertheless, we were saved, walked right through the sea, right through the ocean. And the Egyptians, who were, like we mentioned earlier, who were worthy of being punished from all their sins and murder and idol worship and all the terrible things that they did, eventually they got punished. Eventually, it was their time came, and they drowned in the water. And we know that those who were more worthy drowned quicker. Those who were less worthy, who were more sinning, drowned slower as a bigger punishment. And that's the story of the eagle. So basically, the bottom line is, we talk about the mountains, we talk about the terrains, we talk about traveling, we talk about all the beautiful scenery that Hashem made. We have to realize that we still look at the big mountains. It's challenging, it's difficult, it's hard to go over the big mountains in the snow and the wind and the weather. And people try to climb Mount Everest. Every year there's statistics. This amount of people die, that amount of people die. It's crazy. But at the end of the day, above all of that, higher than all of that, is the eagle. Is Hashem is able to carry the Jewish people above all the pain, above all the challenges, above all the hardships, above everything. Hashem just puts us on his wings, puts us on his back, and just flies us, soars us to the next best thing, to greatness, to constantly soaring to new heights. Okay.
Beautiful. Number one.
To come out to where?
To Oregon. It's beautiful here as well. Thank you so much, Yonah Hazan.
Yeah,
this is a short one. It's very late by you. Thank you so much for everyone who's watching. And have a great night, Yonah. Enjoy a good night's sleep.
Thank you for your originality. Baruch Dov. Baruch Dov.
Yonah, Hazan. And Yonah has left for a good night's sleep. Thank you so much for watching and listening. If you're on YouTube, stop right now and slowly move your hand down to there. And you see the like us, follow us, ring that doorbell to be notified for every Pearl and Kollel's latest video. Have a great night.